I'm gonna have to be straight up with you guys. I'm really sorry for the sound quality on this video. It's super windy. Apologize. But hopefully it's insightful for y'all. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to help educate, help y'all keep your noses clean. So, have fun. Alright, so basically a cowboy is somebody who works with cows and rides horses. They work for the cattlemen. And at no point of that does cowboy own the cows. Now there are some small instances when a cowboy could have a deal with the cattlemen to be paid in cows, but in my experience, it's kind of rare. My limited experience. I gotta say that because some people get real offended when I talk about it. So, my opinion, my historical opinion, that anytime a cowboy owns a cow, he either becomes a farmer or a cattleman. He starts down either of those two paths. So, cowboy is somebody who rides horses, pushes cows, works for the cattleman, works for that rancher. That's a cowboy. They fix fence, they ride horses. There's two types of cowboys. There's cowboys who are ranch cowboys, and then there's, how do I put it? Three types of cowboys. There's rodeo cowboys, ranch cowboys, and then straight riding cowboys. So, rodeo cowboy is somebody who does not work on a ranch. Their parents might own one, but the majority of the time they are rodeoing, which is a professional sport. Props to those guys. Real tough cookies. Bronc riders, bull riders, team ropers, calf ropers, bulldoggers. Props to them. I can't do it, so good on them. Honestly, some really cool people. Next up, ranch cowboy. These are the guys who work 5 to 5 jobs on the ranch. They're putting up fence, they're irrigating, they're taking care of the cows. They brand, they sort, they pair, they doctor. They do everything a cowboy does plus ranch duties. These are the guys who a lot of times grow up on the ranch, and it's their responsibility to help their parents out with ensuring that their parents make a great living. And I mean, good for them. That's awesome. A lot of girls say that they would rather have a ranch cowboy than a rodeo cowboy. Sorry, there's a fly. Go away, fly. Go away, fly. Damn. Go away, fly. Go away, fly. Yeah, so a lot of girls say that they would rather have a ranch cowboy rather than a rodeo or cowboy, like riding cowboy. And I think this is relatively accurate. Some people disagree. Whatever, that's their opinion. Then there's the riding cowboy. This person, they work solely for a riding job. How do I describe this? They only want to ride. This is very common out in Texas, Nevada, Utah, Oregon, in these big, vast lands for riding. And there's actually jobs that do this. What it is these guys are in charge of the cows, and that's it. They have one responsibility, and that's to take care of the cows and get the cows to where they need to be and brand them. Their job is the cows. So a ranch cowboy is different because they're responsible for the ranch, all of the ranch duties, whether that be haying, irrigating, fencing, cleaning up, general maintenance. Some places have mechanics. These are ranch cowboys. They do everything that the straight riding cowboy does, and the ranch duties on top of it. Cool guys. Personally, I'm a fan of the ranch cowboys. Not opposed to straight riding though. Those guys are awesome. And rodeo cowboys, they focus on rodeo. good for them. It's just a sport. It's not like they're dealing directly with the cows other than for maybe the 20 seconds that they're around them. So yeah, that's the type of cowboys. Then there's the cattlemen on the other side. Cattlemen are the ones who own the cows. In my opinion, there's two types of cattlemen. There's straight stockmen, and then there's ranchers. So a straight stockman is somebody who has a lot of cows. We're talking thousands upon thousands of cows. And their sole responsibility is to ensure that they get the most profit out of their business, out of these cows. They are a straight up stockman. They are the ones selling the cows. They set up the deals. The deals to buy their cows, to sell their cows. They set up everything along those lines. Some stockmen delegate that out to foremen, but I know a lot of stockmen, they have a very up top view. They're almost like the CEO of their company. If you view what they do as a company, they are the CEO, and it is a company. A lot of people in their ranching name or whatever, they say ranching company or livestock company, and they are the boss. That's the stockman. And then there's the rancher. So the rancher is more small time. They could have thousands of cows, but at the end of the day, they have to do everything the stockman does on top of ensuring that their property is well taken care of. A lot of times they don't have a foreman. They don't have a large working crew. This is a family-ran business. They might have, I don't know, you could range it between 1,000 to a couple thousand acres, up to 50,000 maybe. And these guys, they're in it. They are the CEO, they are the employee, they're working. They take sole responsibility for what happens. A lot of people mix up stockman and rancher. So stockman is just big time. Think Charles Goodnight, he was a stockman, if you know your history. He was a straight up cattleman stockman. His sole job was selling his cows. He hired out a foreman to take care of his property, and he dealt with the business side of things. Whereas a rancher, he does the business and he does the work. Maybe he has a foreman who helps him, but at the end of the day, it falls on his shoulders. So where am I going with this? Cowboys, 3 types. Cattlemen, 2 types. You have to be well aware of the different types if you want to sound educated in the Western world. A lot of this stuff is, they're not going to tell you up front when you're trying to bust into the scene. You just got to know. To a degree, it's not that important, but if somebody's offering you a job and they say, hey, I want you to come be a cowboy on my ranch, you need to be asking the questions. Well, what does that entail? Am I going to be fencing, irrigating, doing mechanic works on top of doing cows, or am I going to be just working cows? Because it makes a difference on what you sign up for. And especially for those people who are just starting out, you guys aren't going to know any different. You're not going to know whether or not you're signing up for a straight riding job or you're signing up for a lot more work than a straight riding job. I shouldn't say a lot more work, but a lot more different work that entails different things. Because if you're working as a straight riding cowboy, you're going to be expected to know how to ride. You're going to be expected to know how to brand, rope, doctor calves. You're going to be an expert. But if you're signing up to be a ranch cowboy, a lot of times they're going to teach you what you need to know on top of cows. So you're going to get a more well-rounded experience. And for all those people out there who are trying to get into cows, you need to decide whether or not you're going to try and build that empire, that cattle empire, become a big time stockman, mostly doing business, or you're going to be a rancher where you do it all. So I hope that helps differentiate between cowboys and ranchers. Really appreciate you all coming back time and time again to the channel, even though sometimes this may get boring for y'all. But stay tuned, be coming out with more videos, just because I'm stuck off base right now because I left my I need to stop saying I left my cack on base, so I'm waiting for my wife to come bring it to me. So adios, have a good one, see ya.